alive. But her character, Adrian, yeah.
Right.
So he runs a very...
watches too many movies.
Yeah. But, that was, so it was in the script that she had died from cancer 4 years earlier. That was the plot. Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, it did mention in one of the movies that what she had.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Rocky 2 or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, there's even been trailers for Rocky 7, but I don't think he's going to do anything of that sort.
I don't think he watched horror movies. I don't think Chuck watches horror movies.
Oh, no.
Because he doesn't, I don't think he liked Freddy against Jason. Because Freddy got in Jason's head and messed him up.
Oh. Yeah.
Too many dreams, Chuck.
Yeah. But anyways, I mean, anything else you'd have to say today? Because
no, I think we proved our point. That your audience is going to get bigger now that if we do these scam shows.
Yeah,
if there's anybody else out there that has similar situations with cyberbullies, that they should really contact you and be on the show.
Yeah, and I guarantee you, if I open the invitation to the fat boy, if he ever wants to call me and come on the show, he's more than welcome to. I'll open up the invitation, and hey, if he wants to make a dang fool out of me over the air, it's going to be recorded, buddy. So, if you were smart, you wouldn't even accept the invitation. But if you want to tell your side of the story to me, which I'm not going to believe anyways, because you had your many numerous opportunities when I told you to leave me the hell alone, and you didn't. So, you're going to get burned either way.
Right.
I'm done.
Just like when you had a thing with Doc said that you were going to do a show with him, but I think he was just going to mock you in that, if that ever did go through.
Oh, they said I stood him up.
Right.
Why do you think I'm going to give in to an old man who basically takes the side of a guy with a mask and sides with him? You got to be kidding me.
Right.
And even if I told Doc the honest truth, that everything that he was doing to me was the truth, it wouldn't have mattered. Doc would have said, man, you're coming out of this from nowhere. You have no backup proof. I'm like, dude, if I have no backup proof, all I know is who to go to get that proof.
Right, yeah, that's all both of those guys say that. They both say, oh, you guys don't have any proof or evidence that it's actually us doing it.
Well, yeah. He wants affidavits. He wants signed papers, complaints from the courts, getting these things. You don't need that. All you need to do is, when it's time to submit the evidence, it'll all be there, right there for the judge to see. And this trial will go on for as long as it can, because everybody's going to finally come forward, brave enough as they are, to step forward and say, hey, look, we are sick and tired of being scammed and frauded and harassed and bullied by this guy, and we're coming out fighting. And you know what? No one on our side is going to turn on anyone, because we're all coming together to make a statement.
Exactly. And we all should.
And we sure as hell are not going to lie under oath, especially when we put our hands on that Bible, and that pisses Fitch off even more, because even his hand has to go on that Bible.
Yep.
Ooh.
He probably has a different Bible than we have.
Yeah, the one that doesn't smoke when he puts his hand on it.
Right. I guess he must have some holy water.
Oh God. Oh jeez. Oh my gosh.
Oh wait, Judge, don't touch that. Don't let him touch that Bible yet. Why? Because it needs holy water first. Dip your hands in there. Oh, I can't. Why? Because I'm the devil, and I'm going to burn.
And that's it. Exactamundo. And He wants to see a studio tour of my studio. Look, I've already showed what I've showed on my YouTube channel. If you don't like that, tough, because that's all you're going to see. Okay?
Well, your studio is much better than a closet that he lives in.
That's right.
And he lives in this little shack shed that he calls his I don't know what he calls it.
I don't know what he calls it either. His outhouse.
But Rob Walchek proved that it was him in a little closet.
Yeah. So here's the big question, tough guy. What are you going to do when Rob Walchek comes up on the stand, testifies against you for harassing him? What are you going to say? You going to stand up and call Rob Walchek a liar right there in front of everybody? Are you going to completely lose it?
Yeah. Probably will.
He's going to sit.
Me, I didn't try to do a lawn job.
I guarantee you, he's going to sit there and laugh and try and smirk, and you're going to see these expressions on his face like these guys are totally got it all wrong. I know what he's going to do.
Well, here's the thing that Chuck don't understand. There's already there's a personal protection order with the Oakland Police Department with Rob Walchek. And since they served him that order, when Walchek goes to court, they can also be in the deposition.
Right.
Saying they served the court order. Oh, but there's no proof.
Again.
Like, hey, dude, you must be the only person getting a Cracker Jack box without a license in it.
He wants proof. Every time somebody serves him a summons to back off, he wants proof where they got it from. Dude, if they're Oakland County detectives and you had the galls to film them, put them on your video, and then expose it to everybody, which we got screen captured for that one too, okay, showing exactly what had happened because you just couldn't keep your mouth quiet about it, which you shouldn't even be filming anything like that, tough guy. It's all documented. Every bit of it.
It's documented, and just like time in that FBI officers documented with eBay.
Yep.
That right there should have put him in. eBay should have put him in prison for it.
But of course, I blame eBay for not taking action, and when they had the chance to put him away, when he was doing the fake stealth accounts and everything of that sort. I blame them for not taking action because what the hell are they going to be afraid of? Public, the public's going to find out.
Because I think eBay's had their fair share of being on the news of people getting scammed, and it's not eBay itself scamming people; it's the people in there that are scamming other people. That's the problem that will never be really solved until eBay says, "Hey, we don't want people with VPNs in here. We just put a VPN block in here, and then you'll have to verify who you are."
Yeah.
Yes, I can get a VPN block on my website, so no one with a VPN can even see my site.
And that's the way it should be. I mean, if he really wants people not to see his site, he should be VPNing everybody. But what he's done is he just banned the entire state of Florida from viewing his website. So you may have banned me, fat boy, but you know what? I can still get around and still look at your sites and still get all the information.
I wonder why he's not getting any views.
Because he's using all his fake cohorts to bump up the views, just like he did on my very first Queens New Yorker channel. Yeah.
It's Susan Foster. Who's she from? Michigan?
She says she's from Kona, Hawaii.
Or who's this new guy using? Something Slick Pete or something?
Stinky Pete, which is basically stinky feet. Because I mentioned Susan Foster's and her stinky feet fetishes. If you look at her YouTube channel, she's got these foot fetish videos of people smelling their feet, literally for the count of they're even stinkier than his, or even fat.
That's disgusting.
I know, and those are people videotaping their own feet smelling fetishes. Yeah.
Gross.
Mm-hmm.
That's nasty.
Chuck did kill the scale with his feet.
If he weighs 311 pounds, okay, great that he lost 150 pounds. But like I said, He's still got to fight me. He's still got to come down here and finish the job, because if he wants to make good on everything that he said, and we got everything documented, the only way he's going to win against me is he's going to have to kill me. He is going to physically have to beat me so badly that I die right there on the ground. I know.
I saw the comments. He pulled you out saying that he made the threat first. He said, I want to challenge you to a fight.
Yep.
That was about, 8 months ago.
Oh yeah. And I've stood up to every challenge that he's basically thrown at me. But every time I make a challenge, oh no, I'm not gonna accept his conditions, his terms. No way. Of course, because you're a coward. You want to fight it your way, where it's gonna make you the advantageous person. Hell no.
Right.
Hell no. You
wants to be able to put you in a hole and throw a towel over it and say, I win.
And that's right. And that's exactly.
Hey, I win. Matter of fact, Jason Decanio left. It's like, no, you tried to do the nice misdirect and only threw a towel over the problem, and you're the problem.
Mm-hmm.
He's not Houdini. He's not that smart. He's not that good either.
So I say once again, and I know if you're listening out there, tough guy, and you will listen to the archives, you know what you got to do. I'm not. Let me ask you this, Keith. Do you think I sound psychotic when I'm challenging him? Do you see an ounce of psychosis in me?
Not at all.
No, I'm just responding to a challenge on a firm, adult manner, maturely, which mature to him is nothing but insults and harassment and defamation. That's the only thing he knows how to do is insult people and disrespect. So why should we give him any respect? You got to earn it, buddy. And so far, in a year and a half, you have done nothing but disrespect me and my community of supporters. And you are going to owe them a huge apology in writing.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to do that for the 3 or 4 years he'll spend in a jail cell.
And you can write it in your own blood when you prick your finger to use the ink. If you ever run out of ink, you can use your own blood.
Yep, like Dennis the Menace, or I will not harass people 50 times.
50,000 times.
In 5 years, I'd make it on a whiteboard, and I think it'd be somewhere like 5 million times. And then it would sink into his head. Because, he's got a fat head and he doesn't learn.
Or be like Sideshow Bob on the one episode of The Simpsons when Sideshow Bob was home was plotting revenge against Bart Simpson. He pricked his finger and wrote it out in his own blood on paper.
Yep.
I shall not steal. I shall not steal.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a long road to hoe, and I can't tell you how many times we've given him opportunities to back off, and he just chooses not to, because he knows that as long as we side with Mr. DeMarco, that he thinks he's got every right to treat us the way he's treating Mr. DeMarco.
Right.
So.
Well, he don't have any friends, and if he does, I don't think he's. Maybe 1 or 2 friends he actually might have. Most people do. But online, he don't have any supporters.
Nope.
Himself.
But,
and his bait-up bunch of crack junkies.
And he wants to he wants to prove a point by humiliating me in front of everybody, saying, "Look, man, Jason Decanio is the most illegal guy out there doing it." I'm like, dude, let me tell you something. If I'm doing something illegal, why aren't the cops knocking on my door, okay? Why are the cops not calling me, telling me to back off? Why are the cops not telling me to stop what I'm doing, huh? It's called freedom of speech, something that you have violated, and I even told Officer Pike, because he asked me, he says, what do you care about what Fitch has to say? Let me tell you something, the same thing that Mr. Detweiler cares about. It's called character. It's called pride. It's called showing respect and saying, hey, man, look, you do your thing, I'll do my thing. You leave me the fuck alone, I'll leave you the fuck alone. It's really simple. It's really simple. And he can't put 2 and 2 together. No,
he's violating people's civil liberties.
He's stalking them. Dude, The only way he knew that I got canned from Walgreens and got canned from Circle K and all this other stuff is he probably physically called them to find out the background